Hello friends and welcome to my channel. Today we are planning out the week of April 22nd through the 28th, and I am using this extremely old glam planner kit. I believe this is Coffee Doodle's art. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments down below, but it is finally her time, and you all know I'm not using pop culture kits unless I have a reason to, so this week was an exciting week. You can tell, also I had two of these kits. So this is such an old format. Look at that old vertical sheet. Like, I am screaming. With Glam Planner's new printable shop, this is one that I hope she brings back because it was exclusive art to her shop and I just adore it, and I love the double box. The Hogwarts Castle is still one of my favorite scenes drawn in the planner world. So if you want this kit to come back, you should let Glam Planner know you want Lumos to come back. And then I have this foil bundle from Alicia Craft, who I do PR for, and you can save with Rosey15 and get my cutie foiled freebie at Alicia's shop. You can also request what foil color you would like my freebie in. So this week I did decide just to go with gold, keep it simple. I just felt like this kit screamed gold. And of course I was nervous using it because the little things are all yellow and it's such an old format that there's very limited amount of boxes and labels and all that, but I managed to make it work, which is very exciting. But yes, this week was the week that Mom and I went to the Nashville Symphony to see Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, which meant we completed the series in order. I cannot believe it. This has taken so many years to do. Like the first year, it was just the Sorcerer's Stone. The second year, back-to-back nights, it was Chamber of Secrets and Prisoner of Azkaban, but then after that they were all like a year apart, and then there was of course a gap with COVID, so this took a lot of years to complete, and it was just really cool to be able to see all of the films live with the orchestra. I will say something about having the music live has a different impact on me. I rewatch these movies multiple times a year. And so to sit in these audiences and actually like cry during these movies again and have these emotions almost like I'm watching it not for the first time because I know what's going to happen, but it almost feels like that. There is something just so unique about it. So if there's a movie you love and they're doing it at your local symphony, I highly recommend going because it is a truly magical experience. And I know they've done studies about how much music impacts people's feelings and emotions in film, and it's, if I remember, it's some outrageously high numbers, so just hearing the music enhanced live really hits differently, I guess. So that was like the big overarching theme, and I have other Harry Potter kits I could have used in my collection, but I've hoarded this one for so long because when we started using it, or when it came out, there were so many boxes and extenders were not a thing, and I knew I wouldn't be able to decide which boxes to keep and which ones to not use, and I don't like to reuse kits, so I was always nervous, anxious, indecisive, so I had never used it. Now that extenders are a thing and all that, I just thought that this was the week to finally use it, and I love how it came out. It's just proof that we can make older kits work, and I mean, they stickers do, I don't want to say expire, but become less sticky over time, so you got to use them while they're like prime, you know? But I did end up just cutting this bottom washi to kind of create that like split effect instead of just having one big thick piece. And overall, I do like how that came out. Shockingly this week, I don't know what I was thinking. I didn't watch the movies, like, I didn't start with like, you know, Philosopher's Stone on Monday and Chamber of Secrets on Tuesday. I just instead binged them all in 1 or 2 days, well, Thursday and Friday, but I just mainly marked it Thursday. Yeah, kind of weird leading up to this. The other big notable thing that happened this week, and it really, really started the day we actually went to the symphony. If you've been around here for a while, you will know I have a lot of teeth and jaw pain. And if you are new, I have a lot of teeth and jaw pain. And usually it's definitely more teeth-based, but the root of the problem is my muscles in my jaw. However, this was nothing I had experienced. The muscles on what is usually the good side of my jaw, I don't know, were spasming. I don't even know how to explain it. So bad that I couldn't eat or chew. When you try to move a sore muscle and it just really hurts. Anytime I tried to open my mouth, it was like that. And it was almost like grinding or popping, and it lasted about a week, but it was really miserable. Really, really miserable. So you'll see that kind of come in towards the end of the week, which is just unfortunate. But yeah, also this week I finished my reread of A Court of Thorns and Roses and started A Court of Mist and Fury, which that one took me a while to get through because I've been in a real big music mood recently when I'm driving versus audiobooks. So when that happens, my book count slows way down. But I did just finish it and move on to the reread of the third book in the series. Sorry, I needed a sip of water. Also this week, I was driving to work. It was the day of the symphony. Wow, what a busy day that turned out to be. And my tire light came on. And my car has the thing where it can tell you what your tire pressure is as you're driving. So I'm monitoring it because I didn't have time to stop and deal with it or I was going to be late for work. So I was monitoring it. And the PSI of the tire was only one below the other side, and it wasn't going down. It was holding air. So I was I'm going to work. That's it. And when I got in my car after work, the light was still on. And I was oh my God, great. So it ended up that there was a nail in my tire and it created a very slow leak. So the next day I just got my tire patched. But if you're like me, any drama, any inconvenience with your car is gonna send me into a spiral. I hate dealing with car stuff. Just hate it absolutely. I don't even like getting gas, which is why I try to pawn it off on my dad as much as possible. Not because I don't want to pay for it. I even give him my card sometimes, but I just physically hate the act of pumping gas. And I don't know why, because when I actually have to do it, it's not it's the end of the world or that bad, but I would just rather not, I don't know. So, in real time, I actually finally slept last night, so that was 2 weeks of not sleeping. If you watched my plan with me last week, you would know. I just love the gold popping off on this kit. Also, I left the underlays off of Saturday and Sunday, because at this point in time, if I didn't need to add an extender there, I wasn't going to, and I was just going to keep those days short. So that was to decide if I needed to do a day extender or not, which I ended up not. So you'll see that filled in at the end. Moving into Monday, the 22nd, my March kit lineup went live this morning. And I just used a custom for Planner Pixie Co. I'm not going to no, that's not right. Pumpkin Paper Co. I'm not going to say where every single sticker is from, so if you have questions, if I miss one, let me know down below. I did use a ton of stickers from RoseyPlans this week, who I also PR for, and you can save with Rosey15 and get my freebie in a random colorway. So I slept in, and then my dad and Tito came, and my dad did some yard work, and I got to play and hang out with Tito. Then I did some planning, and this day I watched some Below Deck. It was probably Below Deck Mediterranean, but I just didn't want to type Mediterranean and make it fit. And then I was definitely still on my Dreamlight Valley kick, at least until my mom came. And then moving into Tuesday, the 23rd, I did my makeup this morning, and I went to work, and I tried to use all of the little different Glam Planner Teeny and Friends girls, because they're all in the different like Hogwarts houses, and I just thought it was fun, and they're huge, and I don't usually have an excuse to use them. And then this day after work, I decided to take Lucy for a WALK. I believe this was a rest week in between programs. I don't remember. Yeah, and and then I played Dreamlight Valley and watched some more Below Deck. What an exciting day that was. I'm just kidding. Come on, planning me, catch up with voiceover me. Moving into Wednesday, the 24th, I started my day off with playing Dreamlight Valley this morning. I worked later in the day, so I had a little bit of a later morning, or like lazy morning. And then I did my makeup, and on my way to work, Alex called me to talk about his job dilemma. And then I finished my book on my way to work, which will tell you what a short conversation that was, and started the second book in A Court of Thorns and Roses. This day I got Starbucks at work. Honestly, someone probably had a free one. And then I marked work. And this was the one I was worried about using, was Lolly, because of her pink hair, because there's like no pink. There's basically, you know, red, yellow, green, and blue. There's no like pastels in there. And I was worried that she'd stick out like a sore thumb, but she actually isn't that noticeable. And I think it's because some of those red boxes get a little bit pinky in like the middle of them, like the light red. But here's a close-up of April 22nd through the 24th. I just love how gold shines. It was definitely the choice for this kit. Moving into Thursday, the 25th, the first thing... Excuse me, I thought I was going to sneeze for a second. The first thing that went up was my plan with me for Healthy Me, and then I used a RoseyPlans sticker to mark my Harry Potter marathon, and I did a lot of planning this day while having that on the background, and then of course played some Dreamlight Valley. Moving into Friday the 26th, it was payday, and this was the morning that I was driving to work and got the nail in my tire, which is not what anybody wants to have happen. And then I marked work, and this day at work, my manager pulled me aside and surprised me with an appreciation gift for the hard work that I've been doing. We've recently switched a lot of things around, and it's like a new method of thinking and adapting, and I don't love it. I still don't love it, so it was nice to get a little appreciated and see that they notice I'm trying. Then I went home and did my makeup, and this day was the day my mom came. I just didn't have room to mark it, so I was just going to, I was going to try to mark it, but I'll just know she came this day. And she and I went to see, Harry Potter with the symphony, so I had to use the big fancy movie marquee for this, because, hello, it was the whole point of using this kit. And that Harry Potter is from Scribble Prints Co. Then there's a couple blank labels that you'll see filled in by RoseyPlans teeth stickers, because they had not come in the mail. I had coincidentally ordered them. It's like I knew something was about to happen. Then moving into the 27th, it was Patrick from Fall Out Boy's 40th birthday, so I wanted to mark it because that's a big one. Then I got my tire patched. I marked that I had horrible jaw pain, and then Mom and I started watching Password on TV. Then moving into Sunday, this day I did my makeup, and then I went to work. which if you know, I'd much rather work a Saturday than a Sunday because NASCAR, but it's fine. So this day the NASCAR race was at Dover, which is a fun track. So fortunate that I didn't get to watch it, but I'm still marking every race this season anyways. And I am putting that on the wrong side. Rosey, come on, get your together, okay? Here I am fixing it, and I just used a foiled racing flag from Plana-Hannah, and then I went ahead and marked that I had more jaw pain this day. What a fun day. And this brings us to the close-up of Thursday, April 25th through Sunday, April 28th. I didn't mention it, but my inserts are from Caress Press, and my ring planner is from Aura Estelle. And here are the scripts that I formatted myself, just using this Harry Potter-esque font. It's one I've used for years and years. I will link it down below. Of course, it just matches the spread so incredibly well, and Plana-Hannah did foil my scripts for me, and I do PR for Hannah, so you can use Rosey15 to save and get my cutie foiled freebie, which is self-love themed at the moment. And yeah, look at the gold just pops so well. I love the time turner box on Thursday. I like how I put the house crest on the sidebar with the little Marauders map footsteps going around it. I don't know, this spread just makes my planner soul happy. But thank you so much for watching this plan with me. I appreciate it. If you made it this far, let me know what Hogwarts house you're in down below. I am Team Slytherin. If you are struggling, just know you are not alone. My DMs are open for you on Instagram, and it's RoseyPlans like it is here. Hit that red subscribe button if you haven't and become one of my friends here on my channel. Give this video a thumbs up as a small-time content creator. That really does help me out. Leave any comments or questions down below, and I look forward to getting back to you. I hope you all have a good day or evening wherever you're watching this, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye, friends!